The cabin hums with the usual sounds of an airplane, a mix of chatter, the whir of engines, and the occasional clatter as the flight attendants maneuver through the narrow aisles. But an unexpected tension begins to build. As I, Dr. Maya Johnson, adjust my lightweight summer dress, settling in for a long flight to a medical conference I've spent months preparing for. You see, I'm a keynote speaker, someone who has fought hard to gain recognition in a male-dominated field. My nerves are just beginning to settle, and then it happens. "Excuse me," comes a sharp-voiced Karen, one of the flight attendants, cutting through the air like a blade. "You need to cover up, or I'm going to have to remove you from the flight." I'm shocked. A gasp travels through the cabin, and everyone shifts in their seats, eyes darting between us. My heart races. Why me? I look around, catching glimpses of other passengers dressed in outfits that are equal to, if not less, formal than mine. Is it my body? My skin? In that moment, I'm filled with confusion and anger. She doesn't see who I am, doesn't understand the years I've fought for my place at the table, a place where my intelligence and dedication should count for something, not my appearance. But then a wave of calm washes over me. I take a deep breath, visualizing myself on stage, addressing an audience of medical professionals. "Can I see the policy on a tire, please?" I ask, my voice steady, not giving in just yet. And suddenly the atmosphere shifts when James Wilson, a first-class lawyer sitting nearby, stands up. Tall and commanding, he leans over the seat, looking straight at Karen. "You can't be serious. This is clearly discrimination." He says, his tone firm but professional. "This woman is being singled out while others he gestures are wearing far less." A heavy silence blankets the cabin. Passengers shift in their seats, tension palpable. I feel a mix of disbelief and gratitude. Is this really happening? Does someone care enough to stand up for me? Karen stumbles over her words, the reality of what she's done hitting her all at once. James doesn't back down as he continues. "This isn't just about dress code. It's about treatment. A policy cannot supersede dignity. Isn't that right?" After what feels like an eternity, Karen relents. "Okay, you can continue your flight," she finally mutters, backing away, the fire in her eyes dulling to a mere spark. Relief washes over me, but it's more than just relief, it's a sense of validation I didn't know I needed. I nod, and the corners of my mouth lift into a small, grateful smile. But as fate would have it, our flight soon hits an unexpected patch of turbulence. The plane shakes, and instinctively I jump up, rushing to help Karen, who is busy stabilizing a drink cart. There's a brief moment where our eyes lock, and it starts to happen. We connect, two people wrestling with our own perspectives. "You all right?" I ask as the plane lurches, smoothing down the cart with her. We don't exchange words, but something shifts in that instant. I realize she's just a person too, maybe overwhelmed. Karen looks at me differently now. A flicker of understanding passing between us as she nods slightly, a silent acknowledgement of our shared struggle. Fast forward to baggage claim. The air is lighter as I step off the plane, but I can still feel the buzz from the incident. James catches up with me, the eagerness in his step infectious. "I just wanted to give you my card," he says, handing me a business card. "I can't stand by and let this kind of thing happen. If you ever need support, just reach out." I'm taken aback. Support from a stranger. As we exchange a few more words, I notice a shadow approaching. It's Karen. My stomach sinks, but she speaks first. "Maya, can we talk?" The sincerity in her tone catches me off guard. "I am so sorry for my behavior on the flight. I didn't mean to offend, but I have to admit I've got some biases I need to deal with." It's raw, and instead of brushing her off, I find myself listening. "Let's grab coffee," I suggest, surprising myself. A few days later, we're sitting in a coffee shop along with James and Zoe, a teenager who recorded the whole flight incident, turning it into a viral video. Opening up about our experiences, we dive into a candid dialogue. Karen shares her past, how she excelled in a predominantly white male industry herself, but had never questioned her assumptions of others. Zoe talks about why she recorded the incident, seeking justice, wanting to shine a light on unfairness. As we wrap up, I feel something shift within me. What started as confrontation has blossomed into a powerful understanding. Karen's on the diversity committee now. She's committed to battling biases within the airline industry. Meanwhile, James is helping develop a training program on discrimination and Zoe's inspired to document her grandmother's legacy as a trailblazer in the skies. By the time I step back into my world of speaking engagements, I'm ready to share my story not just as a recounting of what happened on that flight, but as a beacon of change. I weave this experience into my keynote highlighting bias and neuroplasticity, emphasizing transformation and empathy, something this world needs more of. Now, as we wrap up, I invite you, the viewer, to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever been judged or silenced unfairly? How did you react? Did anyone stand up for you? Or maybe have you been in a position to support someone else? I want to hear your stories in the comments below. Let's openly discuss fairness, justice, and the biases that still linger in our society. Remember, change starts when we share our stories. So let's keep this conversation going.